5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
We find wrestling, one promotion, one event, one match at a time. We are the Indy Wrestling Experience with Bob and John. I am Bob. John, what is up, man?
Hey, man, what's going on? Long time no talk. What's going on, everybody?
Dude, let me just say for a minute, you and I are limping into the new year like a motherfucker, man. Like, holy shit. We had a show planned last week. We didn't get to it. Life got in the way. Life almost got in the way of this week's episode, our year-end episode. It's just, woo!
Yeah, we are not racing to the finish line here, peeps.
We are not. I mean, shit, it's actually perfect to start there. Well, I'll come back to it. There's a couple things I want to get to, but it's perfect to start there when we talk about the year-end because I'll ask you now, and we'll get into it in a bit more in detail in a minute, but did you think you'd be here 12 months ago? Like, is this what you thought?
No, absolutely not, man. You know me, and I think, anybody that, any of our 7 or 8 listeners out there, hi, moms, that listen to us, know I am not the tech guy. It's all Bob can do to get me to figure out how to click into this Zoom meeting every week. So no, I didn't know much about podcasts. I didn't know much about anything other than, I know Bob's my boy and we've been friends for forever. And, we were meeting up at a show and he said, "Hey man, I kind of want to talk to you about doing a podcast." I said, I got nothing better to do. Why not?
All right. And let me jump in here before you finish and just say this. I think the actual words I used were, "I need you," is what I said. I think.
Hey, man, story of our lives. What are you going to do? You've always needed me, Bob.
Raisin bran and green beans, hot dogs and green beans.
Woo, baby. But no, I did not think, I just kind of thought this would be, something fun you and I did, here and there. And I did not think it would turn into what it is turning into, what it has turned into, and how much fun I'm having doing it. You and I, when we first started talking about doing this, as well as I do, indie wrestling is something I knew about. I knew some of the players, some of the stuff. I wasn't super big into indie. I stuck to the big shows, and I was kind of wavering on that at that point in time. At this time last year, just not happy with most of the big products, and this just has really snowballed into, I have so much love and passion for this now, just in this short amount of time. Still have the same feeling about the big shows. You and I, kind of both sit here and lament what's going on with them right now. But man, this indie stuff right now is just, it is on fire, and dude, I am having so much fun learning about it, talking about it, learning and getting into new things, the deathmatch stuff, going back and you and I kind of reigniting this thing we've got now. You and I have got the lucha itch. Dude, it is so much fun, and to be able to do it with my buddy, it doesn't get any better than that, man.
Agreed, man. Agreed. I'm having a blast. I never thought we would be here. It's been a wild year for us. Like, it's just been like this continuing, like, it's like a snowball effect, right? It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And every time we think, okay, people are going to stop paying attention to us, then something else happens.
Hey man, I just want to throw out there too, real quick. I know what Bob thinks of the Chat GPTs and the Groks and all those kind of things out there. With my schedule and being as busy as I am, especially this time of year, with the shoot job, I do rely on it to gather some information. Today, dude, I was running some like 2025 highlights of some wrestlers that I've got in my year-end stuff. Do you know, using Chat GPT, that for a lot of the year-end stuff for the indie wrestlers, the Indy Wrestling Experience pops?
Yeah.
Hard. I could not believe it. I'm sitting there going, does anybody else see this?
Right.
Of course, everybody at work's like, shut up, nerd. But but I popped myself. So, dude, congrats to you,
So
man. That's a lot of your work, bro, and that's cool as shit. We
yeah,
are a thing. We're a thing.
it's weird, man. It really is. And I don't want to sit here and put ourselves over too much, but I look. The fact of the matter is, like, it's really cool. I did start seeing the chat. I started noticing a couple of months ago that the Chat GPT referrals on the website were starting,
Yep,
and but I didn't know that the year end stuff had really started to pick up in there. But
dude. And guess what? What pops for the year end?
1,000.
The IWX 1000. That when I was pulling some tag team stuff, we had the tag team, the 400 on there. Some of the women that I pulled, the 250. So it's a thing. It's out there, and man, congrats to you, bro, because I know that was a labor of love that you started in 1973, and you finished it for 2025. It was nice, man. It was good.
It's true, man. It's true. I appreciate that. But yeah, I tell you what, that's part of why we're talking about limping into the new year. That is part of why
True,
I'm limping into the new year. I
no doubt.
saw, I don't think, did we talk, I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but I saw another list, that was put out. I think it was wrestlers to watch in 2026 or something. And it was like 300 names. And they were like, here's the names of the people who contributed to this list. And it was like 9 names. And I'm
Right.
like, dude, I could use 8 of those folks helping me with this 1,000, man. Jesus Christ.
Listen, you got me, which means you got Bob. You want to talk about it? I got John. You want to do something about it? I got me.
I do have an ace in the hole on part of it though for the editing now to make sure no more Willie Max happen.
Man,
Anastasia.
don't knock Willie Mac. Hey now, Anastasia.
Anastasia edited the spreadsheet for the 400. She cross-referenced and made sure there were no doubles. She checked the site when I posted it to make sure it was the same.
Awesome.
And
Thank
I haven't
you,
gotten
Anastasia.
any. Yeah, seriously, I have not gotten any. The only note I got from anyone on the tag team 400 was I did call Chris Malvado of the Midwest Misfits. I did put his name as Chase originally. He pointed that out to me and I fixed it. But if that's my only mistake, I'm improving, right?
Hey man, I would say that's pretty awesome. Listen, you've got on one hand the number of mistakes on the 1,000, the 400, and the 250. Dude, that's impressive. As a guy that does numbers and Excel spreadsheets all day, as I know that is your passion, you know as well as I do that is phenomenal. So
yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Good job, bro.
Well, I couldn't wait till the new year to drop the next Indy Wrestling Experience product. And of course, this is easy. This was easy, right? So today, the IW Extra, the first issue of the IW Extra newsletter, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what Substack, if that's what you call it, but that's what it was. And honestly, John, like I said off the air, man, a lot of this was to take a lot of the pressure off of you and to ease the mean looks that I get from you with all the extra bullshit that I put in these 13-page run sheets. But so now this is your place, guys. This is your place. Go subscribe to the Substack. It's not much. You read it if you want to read it or not. But listen, it's got.
Hey, listen, man. We are getting so streamlined in the information that we're giving out. Dude, it's going to make us much more consumable to people. I'm telling you, man, we're going to pop better now. I fully believe it. So watch out, 2026. We're on our way.
Yeah, we are.
We're not going anywhere. So
we are, man. But that newsletter, I just want to make sure people they're listening, that they saw it. A lot of the stuff, like I said in the beginning, the opening of the newsletter is stuff that didn't make it, is stuff that was on the cutting room floor for the podcast, because if it was, of all the stuff I gathered each week made it into the podcast. So John laughing already.
This would just need to be a full-time job.
Yeah, it'd be a 24/7 channel. We'd be a So I decided, okay, I'm gonna take some pressure off of John. I'm gonna start dropping some of this stuff into a newsletter. If people want to read it, they can read it. It's supplemental stuff. The new champions we started the year out doing. They're all now in the newsletter. The Control Center. We've supplemented the Control Center because John and I love doing the control center now because we get to listen to promos every week.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's the best, right? But the
It is the
promos
best.
cut into the time
Yep.
for us to cover other shows. And we'll get into this in a minute as well. But when I started the show, the control center was like 15 shows, and I would just read down matches, and it was boring as hell. So now we've got the control center with our highlighted events with the promos.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also more shows. This week, I think there were 12 or 15 shows in the Control Center Plus section of the newsletter. Matches listed, links, everything for you there. There's updates on the IWTV chronology. But most importantly, what a lot of you people are messaging me about and what you want to know about is the year-end awards and the rankings and how to get your folks in the year-end awards and the rankings. At the bottom of the newsletter this week, I made mention. I'm telling John there is the top managers list is coming. It's been requested by so many people.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
But I got my first submission today. I got a subscriber and a submission to the list.
Nice.
Yeah. So anybody else who wants to get their favorite or most hated manager on the top managers list for next year, message me.
Oh, that we have an award for that. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I'm sure we do. I'm sure we do.
Oh, we do, Bob.
Oh my gosh. But yes, check out the IW Extra, guys. I'm going to try to do it every week. It's hopefully, like you said, streamlined. I'm already doing the work to put the run sheets together. So I just basically just dump stuff. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of information and a lot of early announcements about things that are coming. I think it'll be a useful tool for a lot of you guys that are looking for more from me. You know, where is this? Where is that? Hopefully it's in the newsletter for you. And I'm hoping that turns into a useful tool for us for 2026.
Absolutely.
One other thing I want to touch on real quick, because I have to say it, somebody who is not going to have a great Wrestling 2026, Missa Kate.
Man.
I was shocked. I had no idea this was coming. I know Missa Kate had the career versus career match against Steve Boz lined up at Chicago Style.
Right.
I just naturally assumed Boz was retiring. It didn't even dawn on me that it could be Missa Kate. And then I'm reading that she's always said by the age of 30, she's quitting. So I guess
you and I had an offline talk about this earlier in the week. And maybe it was the weekend. I don't remember. We kind of bleed together here, but like you said, once I started looking back, you had kind of said, "Hey, man, look back and look through kind of the chronology of it. These breadcrumbs are there." And nah, Bob, nah, you're crazy, and started looking back and. Damn it, Bobby. It's all there, man. It is absolutely there. Hey, man, if she's got a plan, more power to her. You know, Missa Kate, thank you very much for the career you gave us and the enjoyment you gave us, because you were a hell of a performer.
Awesome.
Fucking awesome. Thank you.
I say this line over and over and over again. I'm going to say it again. I've been a Missa Kate mark since I saw her do a Canadian Destroyer on some big dude like Darius Luttrell or something at a freelance underground show off the stage. And I was like, yo, I'm a Missa Kate mark. I was like, more Missa Kate, please. I think that's what I think I tweeted, more Missa Kate, please, after that.
A few years ago, that's one of the names that stuck with me. You and I just, before this was even a thing, I think you right as you were starting your blog, that's one of the first names that you floated to me to kind of, hey man, you need to check this lady out. And yeah, so it's one of my first indie performers that I started marking out for, and man, I'm sad to see her go, but I wish her well in whatever she decides to do. And again, thank you very much for the enjoyment you've given us, man, because there's some fucking banger matches, man. Some of the best that I've ever seen. So, wow.
Yeah. It's gonna be sad not seeing Missa Kate around anymore. Some of you folks know her from NWA if you're not watching some of the indies, but man, I just I'm sad about it. I'm sad about it because I'm gonna miss having Missa Kate around. I think she's just a great worker, man. She just is just afraid of nothing. And she'll do anything, whatever it takes to get over. I mean, I could say the world. And I told you off the air, I won't tell the story on the air, but I did meet Missa Kate once backstage at a show, and she might be the nicest person I've met in wrestling so far. Like, that's how nice she was. And I don't mean like overly sugary. I mean, she was welcoming and just like, she didn't shoot you weird looks because you were back. Like, she just was just like, oh, hey, what's up? And and that also says a lot about her as a person as well, I think.
Mm. Yep, we're gonna miss you.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we absolutely will. All right, let's talk about it, man. So this is our year in review time, man. I don't know how long we got or how much of our year to go over, but god damn, man. So I did a few of these podcasts alone, and then John jumped in, and I'm dying to know, man, for those first couple of podcasts, where was your head at, man? What were you?
So the first couple that I was on,
Yeah.
um, I didn't know my head from my asshole, man. I just kind of sat here and just every once in a while I went, that sounds great, Bob. That was pretty good, Bob. But I found my voice. I kind of found my footing. And now you can't get me to shut the fuck up. So
More
it
you,
works
less me.
well. It works
Yeah,
out well, man.
it does. It works out perfectly fine for me.
Yeah, I love it. Like I said, earlier, it's not what I thought this would turn into, and I did not think I would like this as much as I do. This is like my little weekly therapy session, on top of my therapy session. This is my therapy from my therapy. I look forward to this. I do, man. The weeks that we miss, that life gets in the way. I absolutely feel I feel unfinished for my week.
Right.
Right. I'm like, man, I got stuff I got to talk about. Illuminate, jumped off the top rope and did a 450 splash. And who else am I going to talk to about other than our listeners and you, right? Because
Right.
in my regular life, nobody's like, shut up, dude. Just shut up, you nerd. So
Look, they're missing out. They don't know about Illumide. They're missing out.
absolutely. Spoiler alert, we're gonna be talking about them again later.
Shocker.
But yeah, this has just been so much fun and great, and I really, man, I can't wait to see where this goes, and the change. I mean, look at us now compared to where we started this, and from where you started it.
Mhm.
It's a totally different thing right now, dude. We're just hitting right now. It's going good. We feel good. People seem to like us. Performers seem to
like
like
you.
us. Promoters seem to like us.
They like you.
Man, this is just, it's fun, man. I'm kind of worried that eventually somebody's going to catch us at one of these shows and throw us in a ring and beat the shit out of us. But other than that, you know, just go see where it takes us, man.
It's like when we got we got a message from somebody who books for one of the promotions a while back. And they were like, yeah, it'd be nice to meet you guys when you come up next time. And here I am the whole time going, is this guy going to jump us? Like, is he going to be like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even dawn on me that he might like us. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, is this guy going to be mad at us because we said something shitty about his promotion on the.
Listen, that's the PG County boys in us coming out. That's all. That's all. We're always watching our backs, man. Come on.
God damn, man. It's true. But I tell you what, man, it's funny. I was thinking of, I saw a post today. Ellsworth, your buddy Ellsworth posted that ACW is getting ready to do Queen of Maryland. And I'm like, holy shit. Has it been?
Yep.
And it has. They're doing it in February. Last year was March, but it's time for Queen of Maryland again, dude.
Hey.
We got to get January to go.
Hey, she'll go. I think we'll have an easier time getting people to go with us this time.
Maybe. God. Is there any chance, by the way, as I'm just throwing this out there, is there any chance we go to MCW next Saturday? The 27th?
What is next Saturday? 27th? I have to look.
All right. We'll talk about it. If Miami Mike is taking that belt, I want to be there, but only if you're going, because I'm not going by myself. Not this time. Yeah. See John on the camera, man. It has been a crazy year, dude. We're both tired. Oh shit, man. Well, listen. So I just thought we would review the year by kind of doing some awards. Now, listen, these are not going to be awards like, PWI or somebody's going to put out. Like, we didn't scour. I did my scouring. The IWX 1000 is the scouring. Okay, this is more lighthearted stuff. This is more Bob and John talking about
Bob
fun
and John
stuff.
like these performers and these shows and this thing, and that's what this is. This is just us shooting the shit and talking about the things we like this year.
No doubt, man. I'm going to start it out.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead, man. Do,
I was
do
saying,
it.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
start it out with the big ones. I did them in order. My soon to be ex wife got on me when I started doing the power rankings videos because I was starting with number one and going to 25, and she's like, "You dumbass, people count up." So I should have done these last, but
Thanks, Kelly.
and I did switch those. But let's talk about our male performer of the year. I put some names on there, some nominees, just some quick nominees from the top of the list or from the top of the IWX 1000. I already knew who my performer of the year male performer of the year was going to be. But I'm going to throw it to you, John. Who is your male performer of the year?
Um, you know what? As I'm trying to get this up, why don't you start with your list? Because I'm trying to get technical difficulty. Oh
Well,
Lord.
I'll say this, John, because based on the conversations that
Oh,
we
come
had
on.
before, I this might help you out. But the four names that I put on the top of this list were Effie, Marcus
There we go.
Mathers, Charles Mason, and Tim Bosby.
All right. All absolutely great. Bosby for me is right up there. As far as the most impressive that I particularly saw myself.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a lot of Charles Mason this year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody and their mother has seen a lot of Marcus Mathers. You and I have seen a few of the Effie matches. Dude, Effie's on a whole different level. If you ask me, just he transcends a performer. He is a luminary, right? He Effie is just amazing. But for
100%.
me, you had Bosby. Bosby just stuck out, man. The guy is a freaking monster. Now, Bob's list, great. Agree with all of them. The only guy that I personally would add to that is Manny Aries.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Ma-
Now I'm gonna get.
Ma- Manny, just for me, the whole, the way he held that title, the way he dropped the title and the way he got it back when we weren't expecting. Yeah, and you and I just absolutely in love with Focus Pro anyway.
Yep.
Manny is just an absolute monster. I
And
put him
getting
right up
better
there
every
for
day.
dude, and that's the thing. And same could be said for Bosby, right? I mean, these are young
These are
dudes.
kids.
Dude, they are just absolutely amazing. So yeah, the only person that I would add to that, me personally, would be Manny. I just think his 2025 was ridiculous. That dog collar match to regain the title, dude. That was the cherry on the cake for me. Cherry on the sundae, whatever the wording is. But yeah, Manny Aries, add him to the list for me, and that's a beast of a top five.
Yeah. Now, but my question is, who you picking? Who's your number one? Who's your male John's male performer of the year?
Dude, into my head, Charles Mason. Ah,
Oh, it goes with Mason. I
I'm
love
going
it.
Mason.
I
I'm
love
going
it.
Mason.
Dude, listen, that cannot be a bad pick. That guy is
No,
everywhere and he's
no.
so good. His character we talk about it on the show
That
every couple of weeks. Like,
Mason might have the best. It's him and Effie right there for as far as character development, right?
yes.
All these guys, great characters, but Mason is just that character is a whole different level, and just the juxtaposition of right the buttoned up shirt, tie, that kind of hitman from back in the early 2000s kind of look, and just the evil that comes out of that dude
Oh, it's great.
is oh my god, is so good. So
It's
good.
he is great. He's absolutely
Yeah.
great. Let me see. Let me pull this up here from since we're doing the thing. Where's my list here? Here we go. What the hell just happened to how did my number three get that's wild. Okay, so let's see. Charles Mason, here we go. 43 matches this year, 19 and 15 in singles matches, two titles, 420 days as champion, five title defenses. Dude, you can't, I mean, how can you argue with that?
You can't. And you know what? That the numbers, the win losses, to me, that shows me that not only is he really, really good, right? It's kind of that Cardona thing we talked about a week or so ago. Um, he is so willing to come in and put other guys over, and make other guys look really, really strong and really, really good. That again, that's the Effie thing too, right? It's just I don't know, man. It's just a whole different level. It's just levels on levels, and those guys right now are at the top for me.
I wanted to see something here. I'm trying to look this
Yeah,
up.
sure.
Yeah, right. Because we did the live show in July, Focus
Hmm.
Pro all the way up. And I wanted to make sure, I was pretty sure I was right. Danny Miles defeats Charles Mason in 12 minutes and
Hmm.
24 seconds. We
Yeah.
watched that match. And that's the
Hmm.
thing, right? Mason is lighting House of Glory on fire as their champion. But he's
Yep.
going other places and he's taking some lumps and climbing up the ranks. I mean, it's
Yep.
like you said about Cardona, man. I mean, like Focus Pro brings in Mason, their guy beats him, looks impressive. I mean, that's a guy on the way up. No
Exactly.
question in my mind. And that character work to me is something that is going to get him somewhere quicker than others.
Yep. Agreed.
Well, I am going a different route. I did put Effie as my number one. He had a year you cannot fight with, but those are numbers. My number one of the year is Marcus Mathers.
Hmm.
And the
It's hard
reason
to
for that
argue.
is, yeah, it's pure volume, man.
Hmm.
116 matches this year, 43 and 35 with 23 title defenses. Dude, stop. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
he has
listen,
more title defenses than 800 people on the top 1,000 have wins.
dude, he's a machine right now. I mean, he is. You know, they talk about what's the saying, Bob? It's 10,000 hours to at anything to become a master of it, right?
Right,
To
right.
to master a craft. It's hard to argue when he's putting in the hours he's putting in. He's putting in the time he's putting in. You know, they always talk about, you know, how do these young kids get the experience? It's ring time, right? It's in ring experience, and um, dude, he is racking it up at a pace that we haven't seen in a long time.
Agreed. And here's the thing with me with Marcus Mathers that throws him over the edge for me for
Hmm.
performer of the year, and that is a lot of those losses, those 35 losses that he took this year. It's not quite the same as Charles Mason. It's
Right?
these are matches that Marcus Mathers, I lost my train of thought. Um, oh, Marcus Mathers has spent most of the year wrestling ID matches.
Hmm.
So every weekend he's got a match against Sam Holloway, then a match against Cappuccino Jones. Then he's going somewhere else and he's doing. Of course, he's going to lose some of those matches. Those ID guys are not going to go undefeated. They're going to beat each other around the country and do their thing, right? So a lot of these losses are ID matches, and I didn't even count the matches he had on Evolve. So
Yeah.
like you said, it's we talked about it with the top 1,000 list. It's great to be 32 and 4 this at one year, but when
Hmm.
you're 43 and 35 because you're wrestling WWE talent 30 times a year, that's another level. And I
Yep.
think Marcus Mathers is just minutes away. I mean, we've said that forever. Marcus
Yep.
Mathers is minutes away from his deal.
Yep.
And what I want to see, I say this a lot. I don't care. What I already want to see is the Marcus Mathers heel turn. I've seen Marcus Mathers was at MCW. I think he was in the Shane Shamrock Cup a couple years ago. We went. And
Hmm.
he was the heel, the
Hmm.
out of town heel, I guess, in that match, and he did heel work, but that wasn't a heel turn. I want to see
No.
Marcus Mathers on NXT with a heel turn character behind him. I think it's
No,
going to be awesome.
and that's kind of natural progression for him learning to be an all around performer, right?
Mhm.
He hasn't really had that, like you said, he's done heel work, but he hasn't had that heel turn. You know, put that, get that under your belt, get it in your repertoire, and man, dude, this guy is on Raw and SmackDown for years in the
Mhm.
next year or two. He just is. He's that
Yep.
good.
Agreed. Agreed. All right, well, let's talk about the women.
All right.
I had, let's see, on my list, I put as nominees Maggie Lee, Laney Luck, Danny Moe, Vert Vixen, Notorious Mimi, and Erica Demia. John, did you have other names to throw onto that as well?
I did, and like I said, these are just purely who I fell in love with over the year. You know what I mean? And just may not have the best wins losses, but they were just, gosh darn it, they were performers that I liked, and I liked them.
That's it.
I got Kaya McKenna and I got Alice Crowley, man.
Oh, good call on Alice Crowley.
Two that just popped for me, that just really kind of captured my imagination, and Alice Crowley's work in Juggalo Championship Wrestling this year was awesome. I know, she doesn't have the volume in some of the other ladies do, but that's because she stepped away to get into
Power
the
slap.
slap, the power slap,
God,
where she
man.
was just knocking girls silly. We saw a couple of female performers kind of venture over. We saw Haley J in there, who easily could have been on this list right up there with us.
100%.
But yeah, Alice for me just really kind of jumped off the page. Kaya really by virtue of kind of really becoming or coming in at the end, coming on strong really at the end of the year, right? Focus Pro title. Neither one of us called that.
Nope.
I mean, that kind of surprised both of us. And looking pretty damn impressive capturing that. She's really taken some big names. She had a great match, PWP with Gabby Forza, who we absolutely love.
No doubt.
Kaya's one of these girls she's been everywhere this year, and culminating with the first ever Focus Pro Women's Champ. Man, let's give it props. It's a big thing. Again, I mean, here we are. My add-ins for male and female both coming out of Focus Pro. So call it what you want, but Focus Pro doing big things, and their men and women's champ. Man, they're just on fire right now.
Yeah. Now, Alice Crowley is one that you and I had a moment about on the numbers, and I actually gave in on you and moved her down on that one because I thought you were right. But I want to go back and tell you why I thought she deserved to be higher on the 250 list and the 1,000 list. 19 and 34 matches this year, 19 and 3 in singles matches, 19 and 3. But wait, of those 19 victories, John, 14 of them were successful title defenses. Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, Alice she is not accustomed to getting pinned at all. And for being as young as she is, and you and I have talked about it. She is deceptively powerful. She does not. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's got great size. She moves around the ring really good. She is so much more powerful than she looks. That I think she surprises these other performers when she gets in there, and she overpowers people, man.
Yes,
and I mean that's evidence. I mean, you can tell that's real life strength, if you want to call it that, because we see what she's doing in that power slap tournaments. And listen, she's the real deal. The young lady is an absolute athlete.
Seriously, man. And she don't have a glass jaw. I can tell you that for a fact. I watched her take some nasty slaps, dude. There's no way you would ever get me in power slap. Like, there's zero chance you would ever see me walking down there. And I see Haley J walking down there going 1, 2, 3, out. I'm like, shit, that Haley J would put me out, much less any of these other, like, I got no interest in being in power slap. I got less interest in being in power slap than I do a run in a wrestling show.
No kidding. Yeah. Give me the power bomb. Don't give me the power slap.
That's exactly right, man. So, all right. So out of that group, who is John's female performer of the year?
Female performer of the year. I got to go Lainey Luck, man.
That's a good pick.
And it's just, I'm absolutely in love with her as a performer. We had our Lainey Luck retrospective here a couple weeks ago, and just reinforced for me how much I enjoy Lainey's work. It's right there neck and neck. For me, it could be a three-way tie. It really could, but Lainey edges them out. But it's Lainey, Danny Moe, and Maggie Lee. Just the years they had are right in there. And I'm sorry, Erica. I'm really sorry because we absolutely love you. It's hard not to say your name, but I think next year Erica's going to be right there, man. I really do.
I agree. And she's one of those kids, like you said, she's one of those kids basically to us. No offense to anybody, but she's a kid to us. She's 21 or something, 20.
We've got kids her age. I mean, it's.
I mean, so yeah, I mean, she's got plenty of time to grow, but she's on one of those risers.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
It's if I did we're going to come up in a little while on our Ripple in the Matrix award for
Mm-hmm.
who just sort of all of a sudden who appeared and splashed so much that they essentially caused a ripple in the indie wrestling matrix. 2 years ago, that award could have gone to Eric Academia.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. Because it went from didn't hear, I was like, oh, Eric Academia, and that's new, to she's at everything.
yep,
Everything.
yep, and she's got a hell of a fan base, and
Yes, she does.
that's
Absolutely.
that's valuable to people looking to sign. I mean,
Yep.
you bring social media likes and looks and views and shit, and she's got a loyal army, man, of
Yes,
followers.
she does.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm going to go with the chalk on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the chalk, and I don't with indie lists. I guess you have to imagine, you have to assume crossovers, but it doesn't make me super thrilled that my female indie wrestler of the year is someone who signed to TNA. But I can't deny it. Maggie Lee, 27 and 6.
Yep.
She won 5 titles this year, defended them 14 times, dude. I can't fight that. And it was just an amazing year for her. I got to imagine, like we talked about before, the goal, if you're someone who watches these lists, which don't get too into them, but the goal should be to start your career and rise up that list and then get signed and fall down it. And my opinion is that next year Maggie Lee is going to fall down this list quite a bit because she is going to be a bigger presence on TV. I just hope Dana Brooke, Ash by Elegance. I hope Ashley's retirement doesn't mess up plans for them because she and Heather are huge talents.
Yep, absolutely.
What do we got here? All right, let's do another one here real quick, and that'll be our tag team of the year. Again, I went to the top of the list for me just because, I can put together a list, but I'm not good at reviewing shit. If somebody were to be like, hey, what's your favorite match of all time? I'd be like my brain goes soft when I have to do stuff like that.
Right. Well, I mean, come on, man. That's subjective anyway. We know that because it depends on what mood I'm in and what kind of match. Do I want a hardcore match? Do I want just a straight up match? Do I want a technical match? Do I want do I want little kid John match? Because that everybody knows that one, right? That's Hogan Warrior. Come on.
Oh yeah, good one.
Right. But you watch that back as an adult, you go, ooh, that one's kind of rough.
Yeah. No.
But,
Hogan Andre's the same way, but
so good.
All about the moments. They're all about the moments, man.
Yep. So,
but like I said, but my thing is, like, if somebody were to ask me that, it wouldn't be like, which one do I pick? My mind goes blank. When people ask me that question, my mind goes blank. Who's your favorite wrestler in the world? I don't know any wrestler names. Like it just goes blank. I can't do it. So I went to the top of
overload. Information overload.
Coming from me is pretty fucking rich, right?
Right.
So I put the top guys on the list again. John's going to even it out a little bit, I'm sure. Yeah, but my go ahead.
No. Go ahead, man. Get yours in, and then, like I said, mine again. Mine aren't chalk. Mine are heart. It's who I love. Who maybe we have some sort of relationship. Crippling. Who knows? I'm just saying. Who knows?
Well, I got one on my list. We have a relate kind of we met.
And dude, could have easily been number one on this list.
Could have been.
Absolutely.
They won more titles this year than anyone else. I'm talking about Royal Flava. Those guys won 6 titles this year. I've never seen anything like it. It's just crazy. They're just amassing belts,
dude. And I'll tell you what. 6 months ago, if you'd have told me it would have been we'd be talking about anybody other than the new guys, I wouldn't have believed you. So. I knew it. I'm sorry, listeners, you can't see that face, but it told a story.
Well, they're gonna come up again later because they're not winning this award from me. I can tell you that right
now. But yeah, Royal Flavor. You guys, amazing. And could not be nicer people.
That's true.
Could not be nicer guys, man.
And you know what? Like we said before, they're not just nice. They're good on camera. They understand how to present themselves, and it's a huge thing to get yourself signed is to be able to carry yourself like that, look professional, feel professional, and to react on the fly like those guys did.
Dude, and it's so impressive being, just like we were saying with Erica, being as young as they are. It's super impressive. I know at that age how awkward I was in public settings and just hell, I'm like that now. it's super impressive. I'm just super impressed with these guys.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. The other good teams on my list, at least, were Bang and Matthews, the new guys, unfortunately, and 4825. I could have also thrown Busta and the Brain in there.
Yep.
Swipe Right, post game. Who did you
Uh,
add?
Post game, baby.
Yeah, I knew it.
Come on, post game. You know I was going to have my Miami Mike in there. But yeah, I got post game. You know, Mike and Vinny, just absolutely amazing. One of the more impressive teams that I've personally seen this year. I just resonate with them. We've got the Miami Mike. We kind of claim him as our one of our hometown guys. Um, Two other teams I've got just out of there again. Heart. One of them, Grappling Inc.
Love those guys.
We love Brox. We love Titan Troy. Um, some of the first guys that we kind of connected with, we started doing this. So yeah, they absolutely hold a special place for us, and they are absolutely fucking amazing.
They're great.
So, they're definitely in there for me. And then this is just my heartstrings because I love these guys. Violence Inc. Or I'm sorry, Violence is Forever.
Yeah,
Guarini and Koo.
Kevin Koo, yep.
I love they're different than everything else out there, right? Guarini's got that kind of that jujitsu kind of thing going, the gi, and Koo is just that guy is just amazing. I had to put them in there just out of sheer love for watching them. I can watch their matches over and over and over and over and over. Just don't get tired of those guys. And so for me, got to throw them on there.
I love it. I love that list. So I'll just throw it to you now then. John, which team did you pick? Who is your John's tag team of 2025?
2025, I'm going Royal Flavor.
Good call.
Yep. Just like you said, man, the sheer number of titles these guys won is just absolutely ridiculous to me. It's there were some other teams may have had better records, but to me, these guys were just the standouts of the year, man.
Yep. 6 titles, a combined 981 days as champion just this year. Just wild, man. Just absolutely wild. I can't fault you for that pick. I am going with it was really tough for me. Because I think that had they gotten more reps, 48-25 would have blown this competition away.
I agree.
And, they were, let's see, 18-1 this year, and 13 of those matches were successful title defenses. So that's a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go with the guys that have been just building momentum all year long and picked up 3 titles just recently, lost 1 to the hype. My guys are back. But they have, at one time this year, been the freelance tag team champions, the Dreamwave tag team champions, and now they are the Glory Pro tag team champions. Bang and Matthews. These guys had a great year. Let's see, my numbers on them. 14-13, 278 days as champion, 3 titles won in the last 5 months. Big year for those guys. And I think think the world of them too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, there were 6, 7, 8 teams, dude, that really could have again, it comes down to personal preference, right? Because they're all amazing. They're all great. Yeah. They all bring something different to the table. Yeah. Congratulations to all you guys, because you guys have made this year so much fun. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to say something about Grappling Inc. I was very, I was sad to see them lose the Route 33 tag team titles last weekend. Yep. But the reason for it is they had risen as high as number 4 in the power rankings this month. I didn't do a video. I don't know if they saw it, but they had risen as high as number 4 in the power rankings. But more importantly to me, the one thing I noticed about Grappling Inc. this year, as the year went on and their title reigns went on, their strength of schedule, their opponents increased dramatically. By the end of the year, they're taking on teams like the Runway, the Country Gentlemen. Yep. They're defending the Route 33 titles at Appalachian. I mean, these guys are at FTC. They're everywhere. And
yeah, they went from like you said, the little kind of the local names to regional names to big big names. Um, and that's all due to, Brox and Troy, man, are the real deal. Yeah, it was rough, man. I'm with you. I wasn't expecting it. Those guys will be back though. We know it.
Oh shit! But I gotta say this: did you see the boss lady beat Michael Anthony? Got him.
Listen, did was there any question?
Oh no, you knew the boss lady was gonna take
Yeah,
care of
you knew the
business.
boss lady. I wouldn't mess with her.
No doubt, man. All right, John, where were we? Let's see. We did tag teams. Oh, this is one of my favorite categories because it's specific to us. And,
That's right.
any of these folks that have been listening have known one of our signature segments is the IWX Watch This, where
That's
we
right.
try to turn people's attention to maybe some stuff you didn't know was out there, some YouTube stuff or whatever else. And in the process of doing those IWX Watch This, each week it seemed like we came up with a new favorite that we had just discovered, right?
Oh man, there are so many good wrestlers, man. So
Seriously.
many. I mean, just sheer amount of performers, dude. Again, this is why we like talking the indie stuff, right? Because there is so much out there, dude. It's if you can't find something out there that you like, you're not looking. So
Mm-hmm.
so get out there and look, man. Or just
Serious.
listen, to us because
Yeah,
we
we
know
will help you
we
find it.
we know what we're talking about.
Wait. All right, let's not go too
Yeah, I
far.
know. Yeah, we'll edit that out. Don't worry.
No, I won't. Anyway, so so I went back through the episodes and I was trying to make a list of the people that we named as favorites. And here's the list
Uh-huh.
of some of the ones that I got. Auntie Heidi.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh
Creepy,
Lo-
creepy.
oh
Love
yeah,
it.
man. I love her whole act. And her Instagram is a must follow, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Lola Yara, which I
Oh,
know
dude.
John loves Lola Yara, Lola the
Yeah.
Adventurer.
Lola the Adventure. I mean, absolutely amazing. And just again, somebody that just in the year that we've been doing this, right? Look at her career. Look what she's where she started. Kind of that. I wouldn't want to say mid card. She was definitely sniffing around the championship at that point. To now, just full fledged like champ, right? She
Winning
she
belts.
is she is just winning belts and rocking shit. Yeah, we love Lola.
Oh yeah, man. Big fan. She's been on the show. Go back
Yep.
and listen to that in the archives. We mentioned one more. This is John.
Oh
John's got something coming here. The Dark
yeah,
Fox Illumide, man.
the
That was when we
Dark
saw him.
Fox,
I was like, dude.
dude. He not only literally jumped out of the ring. I mean, he jumped. He jumps off the like every metric that you want in a performer. Dude, Illumide is. I mean, he is. He's just got star written on him. You just see
Mhm.
him. We always talk about Vince's airport test, right? You see that guy. I don't care where you're at. You are stopping and going. This guy does something. I don't know what he does, but he's an athlete. He's a star. He's something. He's somebody.
Right.
The guy is amazing.
hmm And just on the way up,
Oh, absolutely.
no doubt. We also saw Mosh Pit at Mid Atlantic Territory Wrestling. We're a big fan of his. I haven't seen much of his stuff lately.
Nope. I don't know if he took some time or what's going on, but yeah, Mosh Pit is another guy that um, a really good fleshed out character. You know exactly where he stands and what he's wrestling for when you see the character. And man, that dude is just balls to the wall, tough as nails. I mean, he's something to behold, man.
Speaking of which, Trevor Eon from Kraken, dude. I tell you what, one of my favorite moments this year was talking about him crawling on all fours, chasing that guy, dude. That guy
Dude,
is big and bad, and he's got a presence.
yeah, and it's just it's weird, creepy. It's not creepy like Undertaker creepy, right? It's like weird, like that guy might hurt me. Weird,
Yes.
like yeah, not messing with him. Yeah, and another one that's such a unique character that just all of these guys and girls they all just really jump off the screen at you because they're so unique in what they're doing and they're all so different, right? Dude, again, what we love about this, just the variety. It's just there is something out there for everybody.
Agreed. And the last person I had on the list for me, there's more, but player one, Ethan Blake, is a guy that I remember you really took to when we were watching Great Lakes with the controllers and the whole video game thing. Like
Yeah,
That was that match that got wild with all the like the chickens or the whatever the hell was like.
dude, it was just again, it was so unique. Tapping into the gamer mentality, right? What's big, right? What's in the public zeitgeist? What is just in the public consciousness? And it's gaming, right? Everybody's a gamer now. Everybody loves games. Everybody plays games. You and I grew up playing games, and to take that and to integrate, like you said, the controller and the mannerisms, the wordings, it's again, it's unique, and it shows that it's a performer that is really tapped into the audience, and that's not something all the performers get. Not all your wrestlers are as in tune with their audience. Ethan Blake is one of those guys, and it's just again, another guy that just jumps off the screen at you.
Agreed. I wanted to find out, did you have any additions to that list? Maybe I had a couple that I thought I might have missed, but I'm going to see if you added anybody.
I did. For me, and this is somebody that we've seen in person on a couple of occasions. And you talk about an airport test. I got to throw Sammy Chaos on there.
Oh, absolutely.
One of the most physically impressive female wrestlers I've ever seen. She really kind of is like a cross between Nia Jax and Bam Bam Bigelow for me, right? She is a absolute force of nature, and just so good for being the size she is, of putting over her opponents. One, she makes them look great. She makes them look believable, because we both know if she just wanted to squash them, she could squash just half the dudes that we've come across,
including you and me.
So she's absolutely phenomenal. Who else do I have on there? Another guy that just absolutely jumped off the page to me, and this is let's see if you can guess where I'm going with it. If I tell you that I have a new love for my deathmatch wrestling, who is the deathmatch wrestler that I fell in love with this year, Bob?
Lil Sicko.
That guy. You and I, one of the first things that we started talking about when I started getting into the deathmatch stuff and kind of learning about it, was there are deathmatch wrestlers, right? Tremont is that guy, that are just absolutely brutal, right? And they are perfect for the style of wrestling that it is. Nick Gage is one of those guys. Lil Sicko is one of these guys that absolutely has that. But if he wasn't in a deathmatch setting, he can absolutely go with anybody in a technical match. If you want to do a high flying match, the guy is absolutely phenomenal. But the punishment that guy will put himself through, I don't even have words for it, Bob. I've never seen anything like it. It is so impressive what that performer does. Little Sicko, again, fleshed out character. You know exactly what you're doing. He can wrestle any style you want to put him in. The guy is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Big fan of his. You're right. Absolutely. I missed that one. Anybody else?
The last person I've got on here, let's see. I did have another one. I lied. I didn't.
Well, let me add two more while we're sitting here talking about. One name came up because I believe either today or yesterday was his birthday. I saw a birthday post, but somebody else from our IWX watched this that was on John's radar. Vito Mozzarella is another one to add to that list.
My boy. Yes, Vito Mozzarella, another great one, dude. Another one that's, again, look how different all these characters are, right?
Oh, very different.
We've got Lola, who is the kid friendly. Now, granted, she went off the rails.
She heals, right?
Right? She heals. Right. But the kid friendly, right? You got Little Sicko, the deathmatch guy, but the clown, the doink kind of imagery it gives to me, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mosh Pit, kind of throws me back to the Thrashers. Player one, Ethan Blake. Auntie Heidi's got the whole creepy Alice in Wonderland thing. Sammy Chaos has got the big monster thing. Illumide is just freaking star athlete, stud, right? There is something out there for everybody. I know I keep saying it in a broken record, but that is what you and I absolutely love about this is we can get lost in the characters, in the performances. Um, yeah, just love it. And IWX favorites, man, that list is never going to get smaller. It's only going to get bigger.
I've been telling you that since day one.
I know you have. God
I
dang it.
remember
I
you the first
know.
couple episodes, like, yeah, I'm gonna add that guy to my list. I'm gonna add that guy to my list. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
you
I
keep
know.
adding to that list,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah. My binder.
Sorry about that, dude.
Uh,
Oh
it's all
my
right.
god. So I'm tossing it to you again, John. Who is John's IWX? Watch this favorite of the year.
Let's see. My favorite of the year. I'm going to throw somebody, off the top of my head. And this is purely, and you'll know because I am absolutely in love with this performer, and what they can do and what I know they're going to do. I'm throwing out Leela Hall,
Wow, that came out of nowhere. Okay.
right?
Yeah, Leela
Right?
Hall, we
And
saw
and
her.
and
Yep.
and I'm going purely off of what I'm pretty sure she's going to become in the next year or two.
Oh, no doubt.
I am telling you that is somebody that I can absolutely see on a big show carrying the strap for a big show, carrying a division. WWE, AEW, TNA, it doesn't matter wherever she ends up, because she's going to end up one
Absolutely.
of those places. And I'm telling you, she's going to have a long run. She is absolutely for me, my favorite of the year.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
That's a great pick. Great pick. Yeah, and we saw her in the UPW matches that we watched with
Oh,
Samson.
so good.
Oh my gosh, absolutely fantastic. Man, this has been a tough one for me. It's been a tough one for me because I like them all, but I am going to give the edge to Trevor Eon for me.
Okay.
That guy is just like I said, we talk about they're all unique. I can't just say this is the unique guy on the list, right?
Right.
But I think that he is just he's a presence, passes the airport test, looks a little crazy.
She looks a lot crazy.
Yeah, like my thing when you were talking about earlier, like was he creepy or Undertaker creepy? My thing when I stare at Trevor Eon, I'm wondering is this guy going to turn into a werewolf during the match or like?
Thank you. Yes, absolutely.
I love it. I'm here for it. I think it's so unique and cool, and
Yeah.
I think he carries himself really well. Big fan of Trevor Eon. I see big things for him coming up this year as well. Oh, all right. I'm going to see if you've got something to add to this one. Now, I'm
Okay.
calling this the live moment of the year. I'm calling it the stuff that we saw this year ourselves because I mostly just to narrow it down because the moment of the year would be impossible for us to put together. But I've only got one entry on this list, John. And if you've got others, I'll be glad to hear them. But my live moment of the year is Rich Buckholz getting stunned by Jordan Blue. That shit was I, that shit was wild, man. So well done. We were there, had no idea it was coming. I absolutely think that moment is great. And now it's leading to Savage Seduction. It's leading to this redemption pay-per-view or redemption show in January. I can't. That moment will always. That's one of my top moments of all time live.
Hey, I I cannot come up with another one that hit me harder this year. Um, More out of the blue. As far as leading into a storyline.
Pun intended.
Um, exactly. Um, it just absolutely it popped the crowd so hard, and it's led to such cool shit. For me, the only other moment that popped for me, and it was a moment in the moment. It wasn't a move. It wasn't a setup. It wasn't anything like that. It was shoot. Is it Aries? Was it Aries and Matt Tremont where Aries hit Tremont he had the gusset on his head, hit him with a chair, and he
Oh
became an absolute blood fountain. For me,
God!
that was just a match moment, right?
Right.
Not a moment maker per se, but it stuck with me so hard, uh, this particular year that it was
Oh,
just
that's a
something that it was like I can't, like, I watched that stupid clip must have been 50 fucking times, right? It was absolutely,
it was crazy, and then the blood spurting out of his
yeah,
head, like,
yeah,
dude.
it was. I know I've got a note here and I'm trying to find it. Um, but yeah, it just stuck out to me as just a moment of the year. If we're giving out a moment awards, um, you know, you go live moments. It specifically a live moment, right? Because it's not something you can plan for. Nobody was planning either. They were absolutely planning on him getting color. They were planning on hitting him with the gusset, planning on it, but not for him to literally become a fountain.
Right.
The man was a fountain,
Spurt,
and
spurt.
yeah, exactly. And if any of our listeners haven't seen it, I'm sure we can link something somewhere. I'll leave that to my technical guy, this guy. Um, but if not, I mean, if you just you search it up, all you got to do is type in. That's how I found it. Was just type in Matt Tremont blood fountain. That's all you got to do, and you will see this man become a lawn ornament. It's just how he continued in that match, and in the match. Listen, in and of itself, the match was great. It was a great
Uh-huh.
match, but yeah, that particular moment, it will stay with you.
Yep.
It's just wow, um, absolute viral moment.
Yes. 100% agreed. 100% agreed. Good call on that one. Okay. How about our favorite match of the year? Now, I told you earlier, this is where I get weird because I'm not very good at going through things like this or whatever. But two of them popped to me. One that we talked about that we both really enjoyed, and one that I was a huge fan of. The match that we really enjoyed was David Goldie versus Donovan Dijak at Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Good God, man. That was WrestleMania. Um,
WrestleMania, great venue, great match. We love dog wrestling. Yeah, and Dijak comes up a few times in this podcast. You'll hear the name again. But man, Dijak putting guys over and lending expertise, and Goldie coming into his. I mean, this isn't even Goldie coming into his own. Goldie is here.
mhm.
Goldie is the man. Um, but yeah, that whole vibe and that whole match was amazing.
Yeah, we couldn't stop talking about it for weeks.
Mm-mm.
The other one I had on there was Charles Mason versus Man Like DeReese from House of Glory. Good God, that match was brutal. It went long. I thought it was never going to end. I can't believe those guys punished each other like that for so long. There were three different spots where I thought it was over for sure, and they just kept going. I can't say enough good things about that match. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if you ever got a chance to go back and watch it, but oh God.
I've seen clips of it. I haven't seen the full match. But yeah, anything Charles Mason is ridiculous, and Man Called Derice is just that guy is amazing. I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
just and like you said, absolute brutal. I did have to add a match here, just a match that I kind of fell in love with. It was one of our watch this um, shows that we had. It was from SVN, Love Don't Live
Oh
Here,
yeah.
and it was Hoodfoot and Cruel.
Yes.
That
Oh my God.
that was one. I knew what I was getting with Hoodfoot, right? Hoodfoot, you're going to get an absolute amazing death match. Cruel, we know what a good big man he is. I had not seen him in a death match, and by God, does it not disappoint.
Mm-hmm.
It had great storytelling from start to finish, back and forth. Where you would think it would just lend itself to a big monster like Cruel. Um, Hoodfoot shows in this. That man is no joke, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I didn't realize that Hoodfoot had the technical wrestling ability that he showed in this match. Um, I think it's probably much easier for a guy to show the deathmatch skills than it is for a deathmatch guy to show the wrestling skills.
Right.
And Hoodfoot, don't sleep on that guy because he can do it all. And listen, Cruel found out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, anybody that could say they got a win over Cruel in any type of match is really doing something. And man, Hoodfoot got one.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
that is right up there with my just personal favorite match of the year. Was one of my first fall in love with the death matches, and amazing.
death matches are represented on this show. That's for damn sure.
It seems to be. It's the year of the death match, peeps.
No doubt. It's funny before I ask you who you chose, you in the last couple of minutes have mentioned Leela Hall and SVN, and I'm wondering if both of their names are coming back up later.
It's possible. And I just wanted to add, I did find my notes here. So the Matt Tremont, he was wrestling Aries. It was at GCW Crazy. That was on May 3rd from this year. So anybody that wants to find it, it's GCW Crazy from May 3rd of 25. Check it out. One, the match won't disappoint, and two, the moment absolutely will not disappoint.
I got it pulled up right here. Just why she's so
it's just it is. Whew. Yeah, was not expecting that.
God, you aren't kidding, man. Seriously. So, what did you pick, John? What is your favorite match of the year?
My favorite match of the year, I'm gonna have to go the Dijak Goldie Max match from WrestleMania. It just everything about that match was perfect. The setting, the crowd, the performers, the way that the production was shot. It was the perfect match for me for the year.
Yep, I agree with you. That I'm actually picking the same thing. I'll add to this the fact that I commented to John at one point. I wasn't sure if Goldie was putting Dijak over or if Dijak was putting Goldie over. Like I couldn't. They were both working for each other so well. It was crazy.
Yes,
like it was just smooth.
Yes, absolutely. Smooth is the perfect word to describe it. No match is ever going to be flawless, but this one was damn close.
Yes, 100% agreed. Good call. What else do I have here? Let's keep going. My favorite match. Ones to watch in 2026. Now, I started to put together a list of this the best I could, and I bet you've got some additions to it. My list, the ones I put together quickly. Reagan Lydale is a huge up and comer. She was just at Focus Pro, lost to Shannon Levangie, but she demanded a rematch in the Midwest on her home turf.
Mm-hmm.
And but that's also an important point for me is that Reagan Lydale is in Massachusetts, right? So she is Midwest, Chicago. That's where I see her, places like that. And now all of a sudden she's branching out. And so to me, that tells me her year is about to come.
Yep, I agree. Say I'm with you. In the list is really good. Two or three of the names that you've got on here are two of the three of the names that I've also got on my short list. I've got Danny Grandview.
Yep. Oh, that guy.
Danny Grandview is just he has popped so hard here recently that I think had we kind of come across him a little earlier in the year, I think he would have made a few of the other lists. But for us, kind of catching him later in the year here. Listen, the sky's the limit for this guy. It's like a young MJF kind of feel to things going on, right? Just that this guy that is such a natural good heel, kind of an old school feel to it that big things are coming. Storm Garcon.
Mm-hmm. Storm Garcon is just, if y'all don't know about Storm Garcon, you're going to find out soon.
Amazing. And then one that you've got on here that I also had that I was kind of surprised you had. Even though I know you like them, is the Helm.
Yeah, love those guys.
The first time we saw them, absolute squashed, right? Just who are these guys? They're out there to get squashed. And now we've seen them a few times. Every time I see them, I am so much more impressed with them. Dude, they are, what's the word you and I use for them? Intense.
Yes.
Those guys are just monsters in the making.
Yes.
So I expect big things for them for sure. I'm going to throw a name on here, Bob, that we haven't really talked about. We haven't really watched anything of. I have sent you a bunch of his videos and things because I come across them and I follow him on Instagram. Is Will Cruz.
Oh, my God. Right? I know. Yes.
The guy, and even I don't know a whole lot about him, Bob, other than the promo videos that I see on the Instagram. The shit this guy does at the size that he is and the shape and everything else about him fucking blows my mind. Yeah. This guy blows my mind.
Yeah, seriously, man.
And I am so looking forward to digging into him in the upcoming year and really getting to see him. I know he just did some tour dates up in like the Massachusetts area. I want to say in November.
Mhm.
Um, I was kind of bummed that just didn't have any time to get up there. I would have made a trip. This is one of the first guys, Bob, that I would say I would make a trip to see this particular performer, this one guy. Um,
Big
Jacob
statement.
Fatu. Jacob Fatu was that guy for me when we first started this, right? That was the
Yes.
you all you had to tell me we're gonna go sit for 15 hours while they do 73 days of taping at 2300 Arena. You want to go? Not really. Who's gonna be there? Well, Jacob Fatu. You heard him? I'm
Yep.
there.
I'm in. Yep.
I'm in. This guy something has just caught my imagination with this guy, Bob, and I'm down for this guy, and I can't wait to talk about him more next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like he's in Japan right now, actually.
Yeah,
So
he's doing some big shit.
yeah,
So
big deal, man. Big deal.
yeah,
Guy from England. Yeah, I hope he comes over here and stays for a little while. I think if he's over here for more than a minute, he's going to get signed to somebody. So it's going to be real quick.
I
He's just got
agree.
that. He's got that. He's like if you turn Keith Lee up to 1,000 or something. Like,
Yeah, it's just he's such a unique look and a move set,
hmm
um, and especially the moves and the size that he is. And like you said, Keith Lee is a perfect example because Keith Lee, in his prime was doing stuff that just didn't make sense to your brain to watch.
yeah.
But just, I mean, some of the places that Cruz has been this year, man. I mean, he's been Progress wrestling. He's wrestled, he's wrestled and beat Marcus Mathers. He's been in with Shuei Taniguchi over in Pro Wrestling Noah. He's been, I mean, Beyond Wrestling, Tyree Taylor, Bear Bronson. He just
hmm
wrestled not too long ago at Wrestling Open Rhode Island. The guy's been everywhere. So, and he's been in with some big names, and from everything that I've gathered, he's still kind of new. He's still learning the ropes. But I'm telling you, this guy's going to be a monster, man.
Mm. I agree with you, man. That's a great pick. I didn't even think to add him to the list, but that guy is going to just steamroll over people once he gets going,
Hmm.
wherever he decides to land for a while.
Yep, agreed.
Who else did I have on my list? Kristen Blaze is one I had on my list. I'm not sure if you're as familiar with her.
No,
She's
no.
been challenging Nikki Blackheart lately for the
Okay.
CCW championship, and they just went to, I think she just beat Nikki by DQ recently. But they've been going at it for about a month or two straight, and they've had a few matches, and there's a war of words. And I think I think Kristen Blaze is your next CCW Women's Champion, and I think she's going to be very good at it when she gets there. Nikki's had a
Nice.
great run. I think she was champion in June. I think is when she won the title. She's probably defended it 15 or 20 times since then, the way CCW runs their schedule. But I got to imagine, I mean, you saw Nikki Blackheart was at Bailey's seminar. I mean, Nikki
I
Blackheart's going
did.
to be signed. Nikki Blackheart's another one who's like Maggie Lee. She's
Another
going to
one.
move down this list next year, not up.
Yep. And absolutely, you talk about airport test. Nikki Blackheart,
Is it?
Nikki Blackheart, J Rod, Megan Bain. I mean, it's this whole new kind of level of athlete that's hitting these women's divisions now, and it is beyond impressive, man.
Yep. And I want to see him wrestle Raquel Rodriguez. I want to see him wrestle Rhea Ripley. I want to
Yep,
see him wrestle Charlotte Flair. I want to see all of it.
yep. So good.
Goodness. I got a couple more on here. Patrick Wheatman is another guy. I don't think we've watched together too much.
That's the first I've heard the name. So
He is
I saw him
younger.
on the list, but
He may be another year away. I'm not really sure, but he's a young up and comer, up and chaotic, up in the Northeast there as well.
hmm
And he just he just keeps getting more and more eyes up there. And I think he was teaming with your boy Seabass Finn.
okay.
And yeah, so I think he's another guy to watch. Like I said, I may be a year early on Patrick Wheatman. And the other name on this is a name that John does know for sure that we watched at Rising Stars, which is Zenith Zion, who I know you were super
Oh,
impressed with.
yeah. Zion is another one that's just, I think, like you said, about a year away.
Hmm
This time next year, we're talking about top level stuff.
hmm
So it's ring time. It's getting the reps in, and Zenith is right there.
Agreed. Well, that's everybody on our list. So who did you pick? Who do you think is going to be the breakout star of 2026?
I'm going Danny Grandview, man. I'm going Homer.
Okay, all right.
I like the heel work so much. He just such a natural little shit, right? So I
He
love it.
is.
I just love it.
He absolutely is. Mine is not going to be a surprise. I touted her at the very beginning. Reagan Lydale is my.
Yep.
I'm just telling you this. I mean, she just lost the second wrestling go-go
Mhm.
championship or whatever they call it. Look, I just like I said, she's starting to travel. You're going to see her in more places. She's going to be more prominent, and she can really go in the ring. If you want to know what Regan Lydale can do, watch a freelance show because
Mhm.
she's really put on some really great matches there. So that's my pick for next year. I'm very curious to see how 2026 shakes out. Danny Granby's a hell of a pick, though.
Listen, man, I'm going with my heart here. I'm going with the little shits.
Now, this next one I designed because I could
Mhm.
only think of one person. Maybe you added more people.
I had a different one.
Okay, good, good. Because I had one name on the list for comeback of the year, and my comeback of the year, I really wish that it had been, what's the word I'm looking for? I wish a period had been put on the end of that sentence with her defeating Mortar slash CJ Cruz for the Rad Pro Championship 2 weeks ago. It was not meant to be, but Shannon Levangie is my return of the year. She returned in the middle of the year and just hit the ground running like she had never left. She's rising up the ranks at Chaotic. She's rising up the ranks at Rad Pro. She's all over the Northeast. Now she's being challenged by Regan Lydale in the Midwest. I'm telling you, she's going to be. I thought she was the next Rad Pro champion until this I can't think of his name. Devar. Anyway, this guy that appeared at the end of the Rad Pro show the other day. It's Tyree Taylor with a different name, but Darvaza, I think, is his name.
Mm.
But he attacked CJ Cruz after Cruz beat Levangie. And that's probably where things are going next. But Shannon Levangie is going to start winning championships again very soon. She looks like a much more polished, mature performer than when I saw her 2 years ago, even with the time off. And I'm a big fan of hers. I think she had a hell of a comeback, and 2026 is also going to be
Now,
her year.
now, refresh my memory, Bob. With Shannon, it was knee injuries, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That had her out. So my comeback, and not taking anything away from her, amazing performer before the knee injury, and did not show a whole lot of signs of any slowdown coming back. So more power to her. Absolutely awesome. My comeback of the year is a little different in that it's not coming back from injury. It's kind of coming back and rehabbing an image, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm going to go with Patrick Clark, man.
I love that pick.
Out of our home territory here. And granted, he hasn't been making as many rounds, but I think he's done. We've seen him in person. We've seen him with some crowd interaction, some bigger crowds, some smaller crowds. I think he's really worked hard to kind of earn his rep back, right? Earn his spot back, earn his locker back, earn the respect of the locker room back.
Mm-hmm.
Really seems to be fitting in at MCW really well. And it's a guy that you and I both feel like has kind of paid his penance, hopefully, and is ready to be accepted back, because this is a guy that, dude, he's a mistake or two, personal mistake or two away from. I don't know if he's headlining WrestleMania yet, but he has wrestled the last few WrestleManias had some of this stuff not happened. Everybody's GOAT is Cena, right? This is the man that Cena was touting as the next big thing. Patrick Clark is the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Velveteen Dream is the thing that's coming up. And obviously that all got derailed and all went away. I think he has absolutely earned comeback of the year. And if we're not going, from an actual injury, this is an absolute rehab of a reputation. And to me, that is the absolute comeback of the year.
Yeah, great pick. I did see it while you were talking. I did see it. 465 days, 2 knee surgeries for Shannon Levangie.
Oh my God. Whew. And remind me, Bob, how old is Shannon again?
This this never goes well for us, John. Why do you ask me this question?
I don't know, because I need you to answer the how old is a woman question instead of me.
Oh, you're just putting that shit on me. I got it. Shannon Levangie is 23 years old, John.
That is that is
23.
that is terrible to have gone through that at 23. But it shows the freaking the heart that this lady has to come back from that, and like I said, to be doing what she's doing and not looking like she's missed a beat. Absolutely impressive.
Agreed. Let's see what else we got here. Back to the list. So here we are, the Matrix Award. Who rippled the Matrix this year? Who just showed up? And I think the first person on this list is good. Who sprung into our lives out of nowhere and just splashed into the scene so much that they caused a ripple in the Matrix. First person on my list, the Pogo Stick Man, Milo Mira, dude. All of a sudden, that guy was everywhere. And I'm such a big fan. The gimmick is one thing that's great, but he's just a great performer too.
He's absolutely a great performer. If I'm being honest, I don't know that he's as over without the gimmick of the pogo stick, right?
That's true.
So I think he gets there, but I think that gives him an absolute edge. And don't get me wrong, I wouldn't change. There's nothing for Milo Mira I would change because I love it all. But for me, my person, you've got him on the list, number 2, Fallon Gray. You and I both, the first time we saw her, who, what?
No
And
idea.
Just no idea. And the match we expected a squash turned into a holy shit. This lady is not just good, she is fucking good. And they went from that match to Fallen Gray was everywhere, bro.
She really is everywhere.
Everywhere.
She's in Arizona, she's in New York, she's in Florida.
Dude, it's
everywhere.
From you and I not knowing who the hell it is and who's getting ready to set up get squashed to holy shit, everywhere, just absolutely everywhere. That's my absolute pick is Fallen Gray.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go any further.
LJ clearly is great. Dayami is great. Milo Mira, I think, is absolute number 1 on this. But for me, the one that just absolutely, got dropped in the water and the ripples turned into fucking tsunamis everywhere is Fallen Gray.
I have 0 to add to that. I am also 100% picking Fallen Gray. If you haven't seen her, you will very shortly. She's everywhere. And the thing about Fallen Gray is there's just it's not so much that her gimmick is as unique as she is. She is just like a unique individual. Her Instagram videos and posts and stuff, her reels, they come from a different angle, a different slant. And I think, I don't know, she's got this just personality that's going to really do her a lot of favors when it's time to get signed. She's going to be someone with that personality and that charisma that's going to get looked at by WWE more maybe than AEW because she's just
she's that ready. She's that TV polished, ready. Just it blew my mind how quickly she went from me not knowing anything about her to being obsessed.
Right. Yeah. The thing I'll say about Fallen Gray is that character may or may not be flushed out. You can ask her, but Fallen Gray herself is flushed out with Fallen Gray. And that's the thing. Like, is Fallen Gray's happy with Fallen Gray? You can just, it comes off of her. And so it doesn't matter. She'll change characters and she'll tinker and she'll play, but it won't matter.
But she's comfortable in herself as a performer, and that's something that not everybody is. I mean, they're just not. You've got some performers that are more comfortable in character than out of character. You got some that are more comfortable out of character than in character. She's just comfortable being her. And it comes across in everything she's doing, which is why she's resonating with everybody so fucking deep, man.
No doubt. There's actually Hooligan Championship Wrestling this year had just recently in the fall had Eric Academia versus Fallen Gray for the Hooligan Championship. And I believe I'd have to go on their Facebook page to be positive, but I'm pretty sure it was voted Hooligan Championship Wrestling's match of the year. So that tells you right there. Me. She's been wrestling 2 years. And Eric Academia has been wrestling like 3. Like it's
crazy. It absolutely crazy.
Yeah, big fans of Fallen Gray, obviously, you can tell.
Yes.
All right, so this one's a little longer. I made a longer list because I wanted to get some of the bigger shows that we went on or that we looked at on our IWX Watch This earlier. We did our IWX Watch This favorite of the year, and now it's which IWX Watch This was our favorite of the year. Which
Mm-hmm.
show did we enjoy watching the most in all of our 30 some IWX Watch Thises? I've got on this list Rising Stars Women's Wrestling, which featured the Abaddon Amity LeVay deal, which
Dude, that
featured.
was amazing.
Oh yeah, and by the way, you got to watch that casket match in the recent show. They just put it up.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
it's a match of the
Good.
year candidate. Yeah, I wish I'd seen it sooner.
Mm.
We watched Enjoy Wrestling Get Warmer, which was
Mhm.
really good. We watched Trailblazer Revenge with Austin Mulatalo. That was a
That
fun
was
show.
great. Yep.
Elevate. Now you know our guys. Our guys at Cussing
Mhm.
and Discussing are all tied into Elevate, but I'm going to be honest with you. Elevate Pro Wrestling Still Standing is one of my favorite shows of the year.
Was definitely one of my favorite of the year as well.
Yeah, and Elevate is just on the way up. I mean, if
Hmm.
you asked people from Elevate if Still Standing was their favorite show, they'd be like, "What? That was forever ago." Because it's like almost a whole new product now. They just
Yep.
keep getting better every time.
Yep.
But I really enjoyed watching that show. Even my joke about Ethan Heyer and the Neon Enigma aside, I still enjoyed watching that. By the way, did you see Neon Enigma just beat Sarah Bubbles for the AOG championship?
I did see that. So, Neon Enigmas, man, we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Calling it now. I need my shirt. Gotta get my shirt, Bob.
That's right. We had Primal Pro Wrestling Summer Surge with the culmination of the story, the finishing of the story for Jake Redondo,
Mhm.
who just lost that belt, by the way.
Yeah, I saw. That one hurt because I wanted him to hold that for a while, man.
I did too. We had the show John mentioned earlier, SVN Love Don't Live Here, which was just brutal.
Dude, it was life changing, people. It was life changing for me.
I love it. Let me see. Hold on, pull it over here. What was that kid's name? There was another kid on there that we were talking about with what was it called? Here we go. Sean Campbell and that match with Phil Insane where he was diving through the chairs and off the stage and through all that shit during like earlier in that SVN show. We were calling him like Psycho Jeff Hardy or something like that. Like that match, do not sleep on that match either. Sean Campbell is a guy.
There is not a bad match on that show.
No.
There's just not. I mean, and that's not even me just being enamored with it because I am.
Mm-hmm.
There are no bad matches. Every once in a while, as well as I do. There's generally a match or two that are just that's your popcorn match. That's your go get the restroom and do your thing, dude. That whole show was just stare, mouth agape, just catching flies, bro. It was.
Yep.
You could not take your eyes off of anything that was happening at that show.
That's true. I agree. It was nonstop. And like I said, I don't think I'm into the death matches as much as you are, and I love that show.
It's a level of love that I didn't know I had.
Did you have any shows to add to the list?
The only one I wanted to throw on there was one we just watched not too long ago, and it was my birthday show, man. It was what was it? Beyond Wrestling, Green Hell.
Good call.
From Halloween. Just the production wise was great. The absolute just the card was great. The Cruel match, Cruel PCO.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Just it was a perfect I was wanting something for Halloween, wanting something for my birthday, and they did the whole theme of the holiday right. And just the look of the show, the backdrop, the green monster looking wall, it was
like that venue.
Such a fun show to watch. That I'm telling you now, I probably will revisit that coming back. I'm hoping they do one every year, but if not, I will be going back and watching it at Halloween just because it was so much fun, man. It was fun.
Hopefully they'll do Green Hell 2 next year.
Dude, if it is, maybe we need to go up to Boston.
Right. There you go.
All right. Worst places to be, man.
That's true. Oh shoot, I forgot. Remarkable Wrestling, Danger Zone 4. That was the one with the notorious Mimi and Gabby Ortiz match.
Yes.
That was the one with the Dijak and Conan Lycan match, right? Like,
Yep.
woohoo! That show
Again.
picked up. That was the one with the cash in and the scramble match. Like, there's a lot going on that match. And then we ended up watching the Rising Stars match. I think it was the next day after this remarkable match or
Yep.
remarkable show.
I believe so.
So that was one hell of a show as well. But out of all these, John, I feel like I know the answer to this already. But what was your favorite?
Out of all of these, dude, SVN for me was just it was again, it was life changing. It was I'd seen some death matches and really had gotten the love was already there. SVN was the culmination of that for me.
Yeah, that's a great one. I'm going with Rising Stars Women's Wrestling. Honestly, I wish I could put the next show on this list instead of the first one because the next show is you got to go watch it. It's so good.
I got it. I got to get it, man.
That coffin match goes on forever, and the ending is so unique and so fun, man. It's great. And Amilie LeVay is just a star. But I loved all the people that we got to see in the Rising Stars Women's Wrestling. I love that Abaddon came through and won that title when we didn't think she would. I loved the heel work of Zoe Sky, which carried most of the show until the very end. We got to see a lot of stars, Selena Hecate, Xena Zion, lots of great people on that. There was the Leah James match as well. I'm trying to think was that Cosmic? No, Cosmic was in the first match. And I know Leah James faced Izzy Moreno at the next one. Let's see. Hold on. Let me pull this up here. Layla Hirsch. That's right. Aaliyah James and Layla Hirsch was a good
that's
one.
right. I forgot about that because we had the whole spiel on the podcast about Layla Hirsch hitting the what was it the splash, right?
Yes.
And just the impact she has because she's so compact. Just brutal.
And on that match was also the remarkable women's championship match, which is another person who probably should have been added to our new IWX favorites of the year. Notorious Mimi defending against Tina San Antonio. We found, I mean, I had seen Tina San Antonio live, but we found her after that match. She's been great.
Dude, another one is just a hoss women's performer, right? Just, just brutal.
Yeah, no, just that. Look, we watched a lot of great shows this year. I don't know, now that IWX Watch this is in the newsletter, maybe John won't want to do it anymore. I don't know. We'll find out. But I enjoyed it. We found a lot of new cool people this year. Maybe we'll do it differently in 2026, but
we're going to figure something out, peeps, for sure.
No doubt. I'm going to go with this one. I didn't, I think I'm going to skip the next one on the list. Did you have someone on the list? Did you have one for this next one?
What do we have for the promo?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you and I have the same promo. There is absolutely nobody other than I believe it was Daniel Alexandro going against Dante Smiley, right? For Sorcade Civil War. Old Sir Mo's promotion. The level of realism and we talk about these promos, and you and I really think that the promos have become like my absolute favorite thing for our podcasts, right? I look forward to those every week. And we always talk about, wow, that was a great promo. It talked me into the building. I've never felt a promo more in my soul than I did with this one. Daniel Alexandro in this, dude, that was just real. I don't know how much of a promo that was. That was just real. And I'm not getting the respect I deserve. I'm not getting the what I want out of life right now. And Dante Smiley, you're taking that from me, and I'm coming to get that ass. And dude, it was. I mean, what's the Rock thing, right? He's showing you his goosebumps. Dude, right. I had goosebumps. It was a different level of it wasn't even entertained. It was I was listening to a motivational speaker, and it was talking to my heart.
Yeah. No, I have very little to add to that, man. That was the
It,
Sorcade match, I believe,
oh, Sork,
against
yeah,
Dante Smiley.
best promo. I mean, maybe Bob will play it for everybody in
I'm
here
looking.
again.
I'm
I don't
looking.
know. It. Oh God, it's so good. It is the best promo that I heard all year long.
I'm gonna add it in here. If I can't find it right now, it's gonna be after. It's gonna be in post, John. It's gonna be in post. Hold on a
Nah,
second.
I want to make it my ringtone, Bob. That's what I
I,
want.
that's fantastic. Oh shoot! Dang! Look at that. Oh, Sore posted our. That's it. Sorcade Civil War show. So this would have been right before that.
Yeah, I believe that show was what, like 12/6, something like that. I mean, it was just just recently here in the last week or two we had them on. But yeah, that that promo, anybody that needs to get themselves hyped up for anything, man. You're going to court, you're getting getting ready to have knee surgery. You're going to go punch the little kid next door. I don't care. You want to hype yourself up? Listen to Daniel Alexandro.
Speaking of which, let's do that right now.
Oh yeah.
All eyes on me like I'm Pac. Clockwork. Oh, next Saturday, December 6th, it is Clockwork. Next Saturday, Sorcade Civil War. Dante Smiley, Daniel Alexandro in the main event, not for a championship. It is a grudge match. It's to prove who the man around here is, right? Right, many people are asking, why the hell does Daniel think he can beat Dante in the middle of the ring? Dante is not he is the greatest to ever step foot in here. Dante is one of the longest reigning champions of all time within this company. Hell, of all time in all promotions around the world. Dante, I will never dispute the legend known as the Apex. I will never take that away from you. But the thing that separates us two is time. And last time you and I faced, it was the experience versus the less experienced. But this time, you don't have a lot of time anymore. Time is ticking for you, brother. You know, time is on my side because I become more hungry. I become more wiser. I become smarter on how this game became funny. Right? I've learned with time that the game's funny because the game isn't supposed to be told. The game is supposed to be sold. And what I learned about the game is I don't have to play the game. I became the game because everything has followed. I kicked the door down of Soul Wrestling Worldwide. I put my feet up and I made everybody around me uncomfortable because they were like, why the hell does this kid think he can come in here and think he's the hot stuff? Why does this kid think he can take my spot because I've been here longer than him? Why does this kid think he deserves to be the Soul Worldwide Heavyweight Champion? And it's because I did the one thing everybody else around failed to do. That was disrupt. Yeah, and it takes a disruptor to know a disruptor. I stood out above the rest just as well as you did, and that's what makes us very similar. That's why we were always intertwined. That's why we were always butt heads, because I know I'm the disruptor around here, and I know I can beat you in the middle of the ring. I know that challenge is not impossible because that's what I do. Everything I do in life, I conquer. Everything I do, I set my mind on it, and I will do it. In December 6th, Sorcade Civil War, I will do one thing that has yet to happen in this career right here, and that is beat the legend, beat Dante Smiley. Sorcade Civil War, get your popcorn ready, because what's understood don't gotta be explained.
Oh, God.
Don't gotta be explained, dude.
Damn it, that's good. So good,
man. I love that. Damn, you are kidding, man. I can make that could be the ringtone, man. It's just
I want to go punch something, Bob.
Man, I tell you what, I don't know how much Dante's gonna like hearing this that we picked this promo, but we'll have to find out, man. Because, dude, that's guys, listen to that. I mean, like I said, I remember saying this after we did the show. He didn't stutter for 3.5 minutes.
Mm-mm.
That whole thing, he just did it. That came from his soul. You know what I mean? Like that, you can't even practice enough times to get that good at that kind of promo. So that kid's got a mouth on him.
Fire.
Yeah, that mouth's going to take him places, dude. No question. Undisputed, whatever. Promo of the year, Daniel Alexandro prior to Sorcade versus Dante Smiley in a runaway.
Yeah, there's nothing close.
Yeah, there's nothing else even on the list.
Listen, everybody out there, we're not knocking any of you because they were some great promos. Everybody. This is a whole different. It's not even the same game.
Nope.
Not even the same game.
Yeah.
What did he say?
To go see
a
that
disruptor. He disrupted it.
He did, man.
Oh my God.
Love that promo, man. Listen, I was just going crazy, but seriously, man, we can't put that over enough. Like I can't.
No.
Absolutely.
Hands down, unanimous decision. Not even another contender.
Yep.
So good.
Now I got another list here that is unanimous for me. I only have one name on this list as well. Everybody knows what the answer is going to be here. I don't have to go too far. I don't have to be the disruptor. I'm not running out of time here, Dante. I got plenty of time to tell you the Hagerstown Heat Award. With me, it begins and ends with those fucking new guys. That's it. I got heat with the new guys. It's not a surprise. They are my Hagerstown Heat Award winners for the year. I don't even have to go to John on that one. That's a slam dunk.
Listen, all right, everybody. Listen. You want to know? Bob and I. You guys really been friends that long? You really know each other?
Oh,
Bob,
no.
Bob, finish the sentence for me. Who's my Hagerstown Heat Award? Come on, man. You know it's Bill Alfonso.
Oh,
you know
God
I
damn
hate
it.
him.
Oh, shoot. We talked about
You
that earlier.
know I hate
I didn't know
him.
what that little
You know I
motion you
hate
made
him.
was. I'll cut some of that. Dude. Everybody know. Yeah. No, the Hagerstown Heat Award was basically designed for Bill Alfonso with John Truitt.
I
Two
hate
unanimous
that
votes
guy.
for each other.
And by hate that guy, I mean I hate that guy, right? Which means he's doing his job and he's doing it very, very well. But I hate that guy. Listen, I got a couple of people on this list. You got No Chin Music. We got to throw him on there.
Oh, yeah.
He's a little weasel.
You like
And
him.
I do, but he's a weasel. And listen, I got to put this guy on there, and he knows why he's on there because it's the Hagerstown Heat Award. LA Knight. If you know, you know. You're just guilty by association, brother. I can't help it. I'm sorry for you. I really am.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, Bill Alfonso, fuck that guy. God damn it. He messes up all my shit.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, listen, man, I can't. You know what? I will come. I'm going to come. No, you know what? I'm going to play it now, John. I'm going to play it now. I've got something for you.
Oh, no.
Right here.
Great.
Where's my share?
Hey, Daddy, this is the commissioner of AWA, Bill Ponzi Alfonso, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, stay safe and warm. We'll see you next year.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, I hope Santa stuffs that thing down his chimney.
That's your AWA commissioner there, John. Do not.
Oh, Lord. Don't mess with him.
Fuck around with the AWA and the manager of Vladimir Koloff, the champion. So, you know.
Yeah, definitely don't want to mess with that guy.
No doubt. I got another one here, John. We got two more awards left to give. One of them is really just an excuse to highlight something we loved, at least for me. I've only got one entry on this list as well. Favorite story.
We're going to be in agreement on this one.
Favorite storyline of the year. It's not even close.
No.
Rich, Savage Seduction may very well win this award in 2026. But this year, the award 100% goes to Samson and the Collective. It's just no question. That's the story of the year.
And listen, Bob, I'm just throwing this out there. Absolutely. Samson and the Collective storyline of the year, right? And like you said, no offense to Rich and the Savage Seduction line. Are we 100% sure that these two aren't intertwined? I'm not. I mean, we know what's getting ready to go down. We know what Rich invited on himself. And so are we 100% sure that there's not some intermingling of some tentacles? I don't know.
We are not. And I got one thing to tell you off air, but two things to tell you on air. And the two things I'm going to tell you on air are this. Two things you already know. Both Samson and Leela Hall are on that show.
I know.
That's all I know. That's all I know. But yeah, it is. I love it. If those two stories get intertwined, everybody's going to need to turn their eyes to the Midwest because it's just going to get so much fun. Interpromotional battles. You've already got Silas and Samson set up for redemption for the RPW championship, so I don't know how that's going to play out. Samson, by the way, is just getting better with I mean, he didn't even start until his late 30s, and he's ramping up his schedule now. He was out in LA just 6 weeks ago, and
beating down 7-footers.
Yeah,
just beating them down.
My
God. Crazy.
But that storyline with the collective has just been, I mean, it's been like, I mean, all right, I'm not comparing these two on the grand stage, but it's very Bloodline-esque. It's it's a multi-year story. It started with Samson not being able to get rid of the collective, and then slowly it started to morph into who the fuck is backing up Samson? Nobody. So Samson joined the only guys that got anything done. And now I have a feeling the next stage of this story with the collective and Samson is going to be very interesting, John.
Listen, and you and I talked about this, a little bit more at length earlier in the year, that, that's the one thing that the indies really kind of suffer from is really the long form storytelling, right? It's just because of the way that it's run, it's not a conducive storytelling format. The fact that they've been able to, UPW's been able to run this, dude, you're going on a year at this point, right? And the names and the surprises and everything that they've been able to do and over multiple promotions, and now we're getting into RPW. It just,
and with big names,
it's impressive if they'd have done this, at a big company where you had weekly TV. But to do this on the indies is, to me, it's unprecedented. I don't know. And granted, we're limited, at least particularly me, limited, time frame of watching the indies, if you want to call it the indie product, right? But as far as I know, a story of this magnitude, this depth, this layered, is just not something that you see, and the fact that they've pulled it off and done it so well, and has kept everybody coming back for more, dude. It's again just like the for the promo. There's not a contender to go against it. It's a slam dunk. This is the award winner right here. It's amazing. The story is amazing. I cannot wait to see how this finishes playing out.
Me too. I had something I was going to say about, they didn't. So it's funny because you're talking about how hard it is to do this type of storyline on the indies, and it's because of logistics. You've got too many moving parts, people moving up the chain, down the chain, injury, lots of things going on. UPW didn't conquer that problem. They leaned into that problem by going NWO style and adding masks to guys like Fulton, Parker Boudreaux. You don't need those guys there every time. Right. Was Parker Boudreaux or Madhouse or Madman Fulton, were they at the show when Samson turned? Nope. Dude, just a bunch of dudes under masks. We have no idea who they were. Was Tully there? We don't know.
You got Big Con in there now.
Con's in there. On. I mean, it's been just such a bunch of great guys who've been on TV are part of this collective. And they did that's how they leaped the hurdle of the logistics. They're like, that's fine. Parker will be here one day, and then Con will be here the next day, and Fulton will be here next month.
And that's the whole thing, is just like you said with NWO, you just never knew who was coming out, right? Same thing with the collective. You don't know who's coming out.
Right.
You don't know who you're getting.
Samson's son. I mean,
yep. Dude, amazing story.
Working Samson's son into that that's something we glossed over, but that was, and then have him come out, look like he's turning on Samson, but then he turns on Judge Jesse, and it really just enjoyed all of that.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, whoever does the booking at UPW, man, you guys if anyone needs help with booking, you guys should give them a call for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, well, this is my last award of the year. I'm calling it the Matt Cardona Award. The performer who left TV promotions and decided to make the absolute best to squeeze every drop of juice out of the indies that they could. This year, I had 4 names on my list. I don't know if you have any others. I have Shotzi, who is now your House of Glory Women's Champion. Bear Bronson, who we've seen all over the place. Now he's in TNA, or it looks like he signed to TNA, but that just happened recently. Killer Cross, who got released and then just started showing up all over the place in huge matches.
Throwing
And
people
finally,
through ceilings. Yeah.
Oh my God, the Heather Blue moment. That, you know what? That could have been
That could have been our moment. Yeah.
I should have shit. See, I'm bad at this.
Damn it.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. My pick is at the bottom. Donovan Dijak is gonna be my Matt Cardona Award winner. Because of what we talked about all year long with him, in that he is going from place to place. Like Cardona, what I say, Cardona was like 7-27 last year. It's not about wins and losses. Dijak is going from place to place, making people look good. He's not really winning belts. He's going from place to place, winning big match after big match, and making guys look amazing. And I'm so impressed.
And he's just let's be honest, what he's doing, dude. He's on a teaching tour, right? He is imparting his knowledge on these young guys. And dude, just the selflessness of that in and of itself is, to me, it's amazing. It's amazing to watch.
Yeah, no, I agree. Is that your pick as well?
Yeah, it's absolutely my pick. I've got a couple of names I'd like to add to the list because I think they've done a really phenomenal job since getting out from under the big name umbrella. But yeah, at the end of the day, Dijak is hands down my guy. As far as what this award is for. But I gotta throw Indy Hartwell on there, man.
Yes, great call.
Indy has just killed it since she left. Indy was, kind of my one saving grace in WWE. She was one of the few performers that I was tuning in to watch, and when they let her out of that contract, I was kind of worried about what it was going to be for her. And dude, she has absolutely flourished. She's a freaking monster on the Indies. No, pun intended. I got to throw Priscilla Kelly on there.
Oh, good call,
dude. She has gotten back to. I think I sent something to you. Was a match with her and Viperous, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. And my comment on that was, I don't think I've given enough respect to her as the growth she's had as a performer. Dude, she's an absolute master in that ring at this point. I mean, she is so good. And the other person, really kind of popped here towards the end of the year, and I'm glad to see him get back, because I think WWE watered him down so bad for one of my absolutely favorite indie level talent was Cedric Alexander.
Oh, good call.
Cedric getting kind of back. Now, granted, I know he's doing a lot of stuff with TNA, and that's, hopefully TNA and WWE are kind of going away from each other. It's nice to see him get back to being the killer that he was, and the performer that he was. A lot of these guys, it's a WWE mentality of our style, our this. These guys get watered down. AJ got watered down. Cedric was watered down. Ricochet, when he was over there, was watered down. I know they do it for a reason, right? I know they do it because it looks better on TV. I know they do it. It keeps guys from getting hurt. These guys get that name, and you bring them in for a reason, and then you stifle them. At least that's how it feels as a consumer of the product, right? So it's really good to see Cedric get back out there and get back to the absolute monster that he was. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, adding Indy, Priscilla, and Cedric to this list, absolute. But at the end of the day, dude, it's Dijak for me, for the Matt Cardona Give Back Award, if that's what we want to call it.
Right.
Because that's exactly what these guys are doing, is getting back to their roots, and Dijak in particular is just imparting on these young people, these young performers, so much knowledge and giving them such a good rub. It's hard not to be impressed with that guy.
I 100% agree. And as you were saying that, I thought you were going to say another name, although I would say I'm going to add him to this list because he has been impressive, but his run hasn't been as big, at least not yet, although he is the current AAW champion. Trevor Lee is another name to add to that list.
Yeah.
We saw him against Hayden Backlund. He looked great.
Oh, God, did he look good.
Oh, my God. That guy that Trevor Lee spoke to about being at AAW, remember the guy that was sitting next to us?
Yeah.
saw a picture of him and Trevor Lee at a CSW show or an AAW show like last week.
Oh, so they are definitely.
I was like, I know that guy.
Oh
my
man.
God.
Look at us. Just rubbing elbows, man.
Yeah, that's
Just
right. We know all
rubbing
the
them.
super fans.
That's right. We know all the super fans.
I'm gonna have to get a green shirt or
Sloppy Joe.
oh God,
Sloppy
no. No. Oh, chicken nugget.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
MCW is great. Well, listen, I guess that puts a bow on 2025 for us, John. This is our first full year. This is episode 48.
48. God, dog.
That means we've been doing this almost every week. Look at us.
Dude, it's been great. Everybody listening, thank you for a great 2025. Hope you enjoyed listening to us talk about this list as much as we enjoyed talking about it. Again, this is the absolute Bob and John list right there. There's no rhyme or reason. Don't try to read into it. Don't try to anything other than a couple of goobers and the goofy shit that we love, man. And we hope that you guys love some of the same stuff, because it is. Indie wrestling is where it's at. It's really the greatest thing going, man. So we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and thank you guys so much for the support and for listening. We love you guys. Thank you.
100%. I can't say I can't thank you guys enough. I like John said before at the beginning, we never thought anybody was even going to listen. And here we are, and people are listening. So we thank you for that. We're very excited about it. We hope more people join us in the coming year. We're so thankful for your support. We're thankful for your listens. We're thankful for your social media shares and all that other stuff. And most importantly, I'd say we're thankful to all the promoters and performers out there who put on this show and put on a good show this year and gave us something to talk about. Because without you guys, we're nothing. So here's to one hell of a 2026, John. Bigger and better, moving up.
Moving up, baby.
Well, with that said, guys, I think next week, John, next week or two, we're going to drop some Lucha Underground episodes.
Yep.
So that you and I can recover for the new year. And I think that, oh shoot, what was I going to say about that? We're going to watch Lucha Underground episodes and then be back for the new year. I think we're going to drop one or two the next couple of weeks. Oh, I know what I was going to say is that I think maybe we should separate. This will be 5 or 6 episodes we'll have dropped by now. So maybe it's time to separate that into its own show at some point. Maybe that's our 2026, the Lucha Underground, the Underground Lucha Experience. I don't want to get caught on copyright. The Underground Lucha Experience. Hope maybe we'll take off next year. We'll see. But enjoy those episodes next week, and we will see you all in 2026.
See you guys. Thank you.